What's going on, guys? It's Star Wars 1744 here. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different and just do a little Yu-Gi-Oh chat based on this duel I had the other day when I was playing online. So I joined into a match. I was using my Chaos Dragon build, and I thought, okay, the guy's probably going to be playing Pendulums or Burning Abyss or just something like totally ridiculous. He ends up going with sort of a Buster Blader deck, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. The Dragon Slasher versus Dragon, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be fun. No, he ends up playing one of the most ridiculous cards in the game on his first turn. The card he ends up playing is this: Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer. Now, I was like, okay, yeah, okay, that's kind of cool. Like, I thought he was going to go for Dark Paladin or something, but he goes for this thing. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. It's not too bad. I've got, like, Blue Eyes White Dragon or whatever on the field, and I'm like, so I think, okay, yeah, I got him. And then I read the thing's effect, and I'm like, fuck me. Like, come on. Like, come on. This thing is just ridiculous. So if you don't know what this card does, this card is basically Dark Paladin on crack. It's basically the mix of Buster Blader, Destiny Hero Plasma, and Dragon Capture Jar all at once. I don't know. Maybe the three of them got together and had a kid somehow, and this thing popped out. So what this thing does is this card must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned in other ways. This card cannot attack your opponent directly, so okay, yeah, that's fine. This card gains 1000 attack and defense for each Dragon-type monster your opponent controls or is in their graveyard. Okay, so yeah, it's got Buster Blader's effect on double, so it gets 1000 instead of 500. Change all Dragon-type monsters your opponent controls to defense position. Dragon-type monsters in your opponent's possession cannot activate their effects. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. What the fuck, man? Like, really? I don't know. I don't know. Like, seriously. Like I said, Dragon Capture Jar, Buster Blader, and Destiny Hero Plasma got together and had a kid, and this is what came out of it. Like, you have a monster with piercing damage that can destroy basically anything you play. So yeah. So Galaxy Eyes. I know that's a good. I know that's a pretty strong deck that a lot of people play. Guess what? Your Photon Dragon, useless. Your Neo Photon Dragon, useless. All the new Red Eye supports that came out against this thing, useless. The new Blue Eye support that's coming out. I know that there's a lot of hype going on about that. I know I'm super hyped about that. Like, with this thing that came out first, it's basically saying, yeah, okay, we just threw out Red Eye support. Here's the ultimate counter to it. Okay, we're gonna throw out Blue Eye support. Oh, too bad, the ultimate counter is already out there. Like, come on. Not to mention the fusion card for this thing, Destruction Swordmaster Fusion. That thing just lets you summon out Buster Blader. Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer, just by tossing out a Buster Blader, which with Emblem of Dragon Destroyer, you get that from anywhere. Yeah, like, I don't know what Konami's thinking right now. Like, this card is just fucking ridiculous. Man, like, hook this thing up. Like, okay, you're playing against, like, I don't know, what's the top meta deck right now? Perform a Palace. That thing is, like, super hyped up. Like, yeah, that thing's really high in the meta right now. It's one of the top decks. So, you're playing this thing against that deck. Guess what? Throw out something like DNA Surgery, and boom, problem solved. Declare Dragon type, boom. Those Performing Pals are now 100% useless, and because they have basically no attack or defense, they can't do anything. Let's see. They go into Exceed plays. 101, useless. Big Eye, useless. Uh, what's another one? The Photon Dragons, useless. Like it's, I don't know what they're thinking. Like this card is just like, like you throw this out and like game over. Like fuck me. Like now I know you could play something. You could play like a Dark Hole or a Geki or something to shut this thing down. But I mean, come on, your opponent's gonna be playing a whole bunch of trap cards, a whole bunch of anti-destruction cards to keep this thing on the field. Now they play Naturia Beast with this thing, and that's it. Like there go your spell cards. Then this thing shuts down your dragons, which, like I said, if you have DNA Surgery on the field, that's it. Like I don't know what they're thinking. So yeah, it's ridiculous. And with dragons being like my favorite archetype in this, like I'm scared for this thing. Like this thing shuts down Stardust Dragon. Like this thing shuts down. Yeah, like I said, this thing shuts down Stardust, Black Rose. If you're playing Light Swords, it shuts down Michael. It shuts down Red Dragon Archfiend cards. It shuts down Quasar. It shuts down everything. Like fuck. Oh man. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this card, and yeah, like, yeah, like it's pretty fucking ridiculous. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I want to hear what you guys think about this. I want to hear what your guys' opinion on this thing is, and of course, as always, thanks for watching, and take care, everybody.